Hello, my name is Anna. I'm a digital fantasy artist, and today I'm coming with a really highly requested video that it's how I got my first commission request. And it's such a happy topic, and it's not something that I want you guys to have anxiety with. So I just want this video to be really fun and really light, and I hope to get into it right now. The two most important things that I want to discuss is how long it took me to get my first commission request and what exactly did I do to get my first commission request. And before I start, I just want to say that you can see in the speed paint that it's a really Halloween themed artwork, and I did make this for Halloween, but I didn't post it in time for Halloween, so that's why you're just seeing this right now. But even though we're closer to Christmas, I hope you still like the spooky vibes, and I hope you enjoy the speed paint. So to start, I just want to talk about the first thing that you need to have before getting requested for a commission is costumers. And I feel like this is the most important thing because people always focus on their art, which is important, and their commission sheet and everything they want to offer and the platform, but then they forget the most important thing, that it's literally who is going to buy your art. Why are they going to buy your art? And right now we do really need an audience so we can actually be successful in commissions. If you don't have an audience, you don't have customers, and if you don't have customers, your commissions are never going to get requested. This is just the ugly truth about being a freelance anything, I guess, in today's age. And I just want you to ask yourself, who is your audience? Because it's really important for you to understand who you're going to sell your work for before even trying to make an example. Like, it's like making an YouTube video, but then you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you need to have a understanding of who you're painting for before even starting to make an example. And sometimes you might be like, oh, but I'm just painting, like I just make one headshot, one full body and one half body example. But then who is going to use that, Why are they going to buy it? And I don't want you to sit down and cry right now and get an existential crisis like, oh, no one likes my art. That's not what I need right now. I need you to be serious about this and really think which niche your art fits in. Like, is it video game players who are going to buy your art because they want fan art of their characters? Is it people that like to buy merch, so maybe you can paint Star Wars fan art and sell merch? Is it people who write books, so they might need an illustration for their books? Like, why are people buying your art? I need you to answer that so we can know who is your customer. Some nice questions to ask is, why does this person need your art? What are they using your art for? And when you answer that question, you need to then find your audience. Because it doesn't matter if you have like 1,000 trillion followers on Instagram, if none of them are going to commission you. Because you're searching for the wrong type of audience. If like a random person who lives in Europe follows you, but then they literally just want to look at your art, they will never buy it. Is it really an audience that will buy your work, or do you just have this really huge audience that just doesn't care about this because you haven't given them a reason to care, because you haven't asked yourself who is going to buy your work and why? And I'm sorry, I don't want to sound tough right now and like just bring you down, but this is serious things, and I feel like so many people get disappointed with commissions and they are so quick to just be so sad about it and be like, oh my god, my art is not bad and I am never going to be a successful artist and la la la. And instead of using the energy to sit down and cry, I want you to use the energy to really pay attention to this video and ask yourself these questions and be a tough person, be a grown-up, answer them, and then go follow your audience. Go find them. Literally go find them, okay? If your audience is on Twitter, just be the biggest Twitter account ever of art. Be so active there. If your audience is on Instagram, start posting a bunch of stories every day and start posting and start actually taking this seriously. If you want to have commission requests, you need to take your art business seriously, because if you don't, no one else will, and that is why you're not getting commissions. And after you try to find your audience and then just choose the platform where you think your audience is at, and obviously do the whole social media thing, like try to connect with your followers, try to see other people that are selling the same things as you, try to talking with them, like try building a community, which is really important. Then I want you to ask yourself, why do you want to do commissions? Because commissions, they are all fun and games until your client asks you to paint something you've never painted before and they have already paid you, and you start feeling the pressure. You start thinking, oh my God, I can't do it. So you need to know what you're getting yourself into. Why do you want to do commissions? Is it for the money? And are you ready for the pressure? Are you sufficiently organized to keep up with deadlines? Do you have a clear workflow that you can showcase, like sketch, line art, flats? And do you know how long it takes you to finish different types of artworks so you can make a good deadline? Can you clearly communicate with clients even if your English isn't 100%? For example, my English. And do you feel confident enough in your art and to not have a creative block and ask money for it? Like, I literally want to go back and listen to all these questions again and really think about it. Because commissions, you are taking the money from someone and you're promising them something amazing. And sometimes customers really need this. Sometimes they need art to market something, or they need art because it's something they love, like a character they love. Are you ready to have this responsibility? Really ask yourself. After that was basically something I did before getting my first commission request, is to understand what I want to offer for commissions and to think about if I have enough examples of commissions. Before I got any inquiry about my commissions, I spent a year building my portfolio. I spent an year painting until I thought I had finally my best work to show off. So receiving a commission is not going to be like I posted it and then suddenly everyone is asking for it. No, people need to know who you are, people need to trust you, and your art needs to be good. Like, the part of the art being good is not something you can overlook. If your art doesn't seem tied up, for example, if you are illustrating for books, but your skill level is not there yet, the person is not going to trust you to paint it. And I'm not saying you need to have like realistic art to get commissions. Of course not. So many people love, for example, cartoon style, anime style. It's beautiful, but it needs to have a certain level to it before you can commercialize it, or else people are not going to buy. So you need to think about if you have enough examples and if they are good. Something else you need to think about is how many pieces can you make in a month? How many slots can you offer? Because a really newbie mistake is literally getting so excited over commissions, you literally offer like 10 slots and then you can't finish them. So please think about it, okay? Don't put yourself in a situation where you're just going to get so burnt out of the pressure you put yourself into that you're going to have to stop doing art because of it. So please take it slow. And now that you have thought about these questions, it's time to make your commission examples. And please try to make it really cute, okay? Try to make it like you. Like, it needs to have some sort of branding to it. Like, or I think it either should be really minimalistic, like just black and white, or it should be really branded and cutesy and like your commission samples. So just choose whatever feels good for you, but keep it clear and simple. We are focusing on your art and not a distracting design. So try to make it easy for people to contract you. And please think about, how do you accept payment? What are your terms and conditions? Where do you rather talk with customers? Are you having contracts? And I do recommend Artistry a lot, by the way. After you followed all the steps, it's still likely that you're not going to get any requests, because the most important part is marketing and promoting your work, but without being pushy. People need to understand that you are working and you want people to contract you. So go in the platform where your audience is and showcase your work every chance you get. Maybe even make a discount, like, oh, if it's your first time, then you have 20% discount. People need to know who you are and need to trust your work, so you need to put yourself out there. If you just post your commission sample, it's not just going to fall out of the sky, you know. And it doesn't matter if your art is like so amazing, or if you practice art for 4 years straight. If you don't have the marketing in this world, you're not going to sell anything. And please, I see so many artists just literally like, please, I need you to contract me. I don't have money. It's an emergency commission. And honestly, I'm not trying to make fun. The money business is very seriously. Sometimes we can't pay our bills, especially if we're freelance artists. But it's not anyone's problem but your own. And it doesn't excuse desperately DMing people about it. And again, I don't want to seem cold. I feel like I'm saying lots of truths in this video and just giving you a reality check. But please don't say that. Please don't be pushy about it. Don't be like, please, I need you, please. Can I make you a free illustration so you can know my work? Honey, you are worth so much more than that. Stop. But then what do I do if I do everything you just said in the video and still no one commissions me? I'm just going to have to say this. It's normal. It's actually expected for you to literally have a commission sheet and have a good portfolio and promote your work, and still no one's going to commission you, because the art market is so full of amazing people that it's going to take a while. So just understand that even if you did everything I said, you're still not going to get commissioned, because this happened to me. So it's normal. What you're going to have to do instead is basically work for free. For free, but not actually for free. Because you need an audience to have customers. But then let's suppose that you have 0 followers. And you're just basically going to have to start to grow your social media and just work for free for a few months. Because if you want to go full-time with commissions, or at least part-time, you're going to have to give yourself small jobs every month that fit in what your customer wants, so you can kind of show people that you have a workflow and that you have commitment, and that you are giving yourself small jobs to practice how it's going to be once you receive commissions. And that's great because you're still going to have lots of fresh new examples of your working and your workflow and your new artwork pieces. This method is really good as well because basically you kind of practice how it is to have a full-time job, but you're your own boss and it doesn't really depend on anyone else telling you what to do. So you just basically you keep making your portfolio, but you treat it as if it's a commission by someone. And you get more comfortable with the thought of having commissions if you already kind of trick yourself into thinking that the pieces that you are doing are commissions. And this is basically because people need to know that you can work and that you are working. And since no one is going to hire you in the start because you're just starting out and have no audience, you're basically having to improve your art while making free samples of all your different types of commissions, and this will definitely attract followers and possible customers. If you're doing the social media marketing and this strategy, you're going to get someone. Something that I did was to make a monthly plan with what you want to work with and start creating due dates for yourself and deadlines while staying consistent with your style and posting and interacting generally over social media. Something else that I would do is to ask your favorite artist about their tips on growing commissioner follower audiences as well. I tried this technique that I said in the video, and it took me 8 months to get a commission request. The person didn't really go through it, but it got me so excited that I got a request. And then it took me 11 months since starting Instagram and creating art every single week to get my first 3 commissions. I got 3 commissions. So yeah, advertise your open commissions and your little pamphlet. Do it, guys. Y'all got this. And I really hope this video was helpful. Any questions you have, please put down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.